this thing on? I don't know. I'm going to go with it. Hey, what's up? It's me, Animal. Only on Animal Expedition Files. See you there. Hey everybody, welcome to the Animal Expedition Files. I am your host, The Animal. Thank you so much for joining me at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on a Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like on our YouTube channel, Spotify, anywhere you can listen, Apple, anywhere from outer space. If you're listening out there, hope you're listening. But thank you so much everybody for listening. We get an amazing guest, Ian Stevens, actor, director, upcoming films you don't want to miss. We actually are going to be doing a premiere this Monday, so don't miss out. I will be going live interviewing some amazing actors, actresses, directors, the creators, so don't miss out. We're going to have a lot of fun there. There's going to be glamour, there's going to be red carpet, glamour, photos, paparazzi, you name it. It will be fun. So let's get Ian Stevens here to join us on the show.
Hello.
What's up, brother?
Well, I'm currently at a function with the Tampa Bay Film Circle here in St. Pete, which is a great film annex, if you will, to get filmmakers, people from both sides, mingle, mix, talk with possible investors, people like that, and just iron sharpens iron to help, for the creative good, for the artistry form of film and stage work here in Florida, which is really good. And I've been a real advocate of that style of genre, since I moved to Florida in 2009 from Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And we're getting ready to, as you mentioned, the premiere on Monday night with Velvet Hammer, which is my faith-based going to show on Monday night on September 22nd at 7 p.m. Red carpet, glitz, glamour, Gatsby theme. Gatsby, you can come on out. It's open to the public. Tickets are free because we have sponsors taking for us. If people want to come, they can go to Cap Studios, CAPSTUDIOUS, Florida.com. When you go into that, just double bar to get you to the events. Click on events, and there you can purchase up to 6 tickets free of charge. Come out, enjoy the evening. We're going to celebrate Cap Studios, my company, 15-year anniversary. We're going to do a little walk down memory lane. We're going to celebrate filmmakers from all genres and give special awards and recognitions and some door prizes. And then we'll have the premiere of Velvet Hammer, as well as showing coming attractions of what we're going to be doing in the next couple of years, which is real exciting. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to host this as an annual event, so that because they have the film festivals, which are usually, there's really nothing in September, October, and we really want to have a chance for people to really get gussied up, have a blast. We're going to have a number of celebrities. Paul Wilson, who is a local celebrity and a well-known actor, working the Conjuring series with his brother Patrick. He's going to be our host for the evening. He's going to kind of help me do some introductions of the evening and that kind of stuff, and just make it happen and rock and roll with Velvet Hammer. So it's going to be set up as a TV pilot, and we're going to do it that way because it runs about 40 minutes, but we're going to have other clips of and some of its entirety. So it should make a good hour and a half to 2 hour event on top of, for those actors that want to get recognized and get interviews. There's going to be lots of paparazzi. We got Tampa Bay Film Circle. We've got the top number the #1 magazine, Tampa magazine, will be there on hand to interview. Teresa is a wonderful reporter and one of the contributing writers and senior writers for the magazine. They've even passed Tampa Bay Times, which is the periodical here in Tampa, and Tampa Bay Entertainment is taking over. So we're trying to really bring more recognition to Florida
Yeah.
filmmaking here in Florida, because it's the way of the independent. Martin Scorsese was real poignant about that. Back after the last Academy, an independent won Best Feature,
Wow.
Best Picture. He said the studios right now they're only going to be doing soap operas, game shows, and sitcoms. They're not the money behind feature films anymore. They'll do distribution, but it's going to be allowing people who are in the film industry or wanting the film industry as investors to partner up with independents like myself, who've been doing quite well for the last couple of years, and put some really good major motion pictures. I'm getting named people. I've had Zetta Vander on my last film. She was a lead evil woman in Wild Wild West, and she was also in Brother, Where Art Thou? She was a regular on Star Trek Next Generation.
Wow.
Then, of course, Danny Roebuck, who was in Lost, Matlock.
Great.
He plays the big Grandpa Munster in Rob Zombie's new version. He's been a longtime friend. So this one thing I've learned is never burn bridges. So I'm calling favors from people that I've known in the industry.
Yeah.
We hope to have Scott. We hope to have Scott Baio there. And I just met with an actor who played the chief villain in the original Superman. And his name is
wow.
John. I forget his last name. He's here tonight. I just took a picture. He's going to come, and his wife. So there's lots of local talent that have made major international imagery characters in different feature films, no matter what genre: comedy, romance, action figure, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a really good time here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a really great event. I'm excited to be able to interview some amazing people that will be there. Do you know who will be there? Like the actors that were in the show.
All the actors that were in Velvet Hammer, a number of people have really made name themselves, like Brandon Yates, Zach Vasquez. Bree Burke is on a real big role. She's in New York right now. She's one of the top models, but she's a brilliant actress. Because a lot of them I used from Velvet Hammer, ironically enough, only because when I wrote the script, it came with the intent of knowing who I wanted to play certain parts. And we made a couple of changes because we did shoot it originally in 2022, and we had some way to reshoot it in 23, and then I had some major health issues, which laid me out for about 6 months. So then, after I was done with that this last year, then my editor and I went to town, and Tammy Roebuck's my editor, and she did put her pixie dust. It really looked magical, and I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised. They're going to think, well, how does an independent fit? Well, you do the right steps. We shot with 4 cameras. We shot layers. So it doesn't sound like a tin can like a lot of independent films do. But nothing against that. I'm a precursor to, I'm here to help filmmakers. I'm meeting a lot of filmmakers tonight. They've been asking me a lot of questions. Their name got out. Ooh. Maybe it was a wanted poster for prison or something. I didn't know. Some people came up to me and said, I've always wanted to meet you. And it's like, oh, that's cool. I don't think of myself as I guess one of them said, well, you're a local celebrity. I'm like, I am. I didn't know. Don't tell my kids that because then they won't treat me right. But I'm really looking forward to, I'm here to pay it forward and to take a risk and make a difference. Just pay it forward. Like I said, share the wealth. And that's what it's all about. I'm not, put egos aside. I really work at actors to have egos when they come on my set. I make my sets, I call them the playground, both of them in acting classes, sets that I shoot on. And even when I direct stage productions, I come from the stage, and I started in the stage at the age of 4. 4th generation in the industry. Great grandfather was a script supervisor, so was my grandfather, and a script consultant. And my dad was in special effects, along with my 2 uncles. They worked on classic films like The Day the Earth Stood Still, The Creature of the Black Lagoon, films like that. Earth versus the Flying Saucers, the low of the 50s and 60s sci-fi films and stuff like that. And then my dad was one of the first engineers that was working in Imagineering with a consultant,
Wow.
and worked on Mary Poppins, worked on Son of Lover, Absent Minded Professor, classic Disney movies. And it was a lot of fun. And then I was the only one of the 8 kids that decided to do something to work in the industry. When I told my mom I wanted to, she goes, no, we just left LA. We moved back up to Palo Alto because my dad and my aunts and uncles all went to Stanford. So, hey, Sean, come here. I'm on live pod. We have billions of people. This is Sean, who's head of the Tampa Bay Film Circle.
Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
what's up,
Josh
brother?
will be joining you. and he's going to be on the press boys on Monday night.
I look forward to it. We're really excited about being there, and we can't wait. I told everybody about it. We're gonna make it happen.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Are you taking off?
No, I'm just putting this in the car. I got this
okay
for the guy who wrote it.
Wonderful. Well, that's beautiful.
Directing. Yeah, it's a beautiful sketch.
Cool?
A camera.
Wow.
August 11th, 1936.
Isn't that something? So I mean, that kind of stuff. We just keep giving to each other. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Amen, brother. Amen.
If you need me to do a back end for, did they get the website? Did you tell them Cap Studios Florida tickets and stuff, or do I need to? Can you want me to do like an announcement when I come back in? Real quick?
We'll do that.
Let's do that so that people can know where to get tickets. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, brother. All right, so there you go. It's happening over here,
man.
And it's a good group. So those of you in Tampa area, all around Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, Pasco, Manatee, Sarasota, come and be a part of the Tampa Bay Film Circle. It's a really good group of people. I'm very proud and happy to be a part of this, and they asked me to be a speaker. So, and there'll be more times we'll be doing stuff like with you and others. Again, it's just to kind of share what's going on and to make it happen in the film industry.
Yeah.
And I'm really, a lot of people are moving here, and I've already brought 10 people to California that relocated to the Tampa Bay area. Guys I went to high school with, guys that worked in film and television, that have moved here. They want to pay the state taxes. I'm not being political or anything, but it's a mess. That's one of the reasons we left in 2009.
Yeah.
And I literally, wanted to retire. I told my wife at the time, we since passed away, but I said, look, Angie, I don't want to. I don't want to be in the film industry. I want to retire. And then some people give me a call. Are you that Ian Steve at Universal? I went, yeah. We need your help. And I felt like Al Pacino 3, just when I thought it was out, they bring me back in. And then I get people, knuckleheads, that say, hey, we need you, Ian. We need to talk to you. I say, hey, if all I need to do for the rest of my life is just sit down and have conferences and do workshops and master classes and stuff like that, and that's what it's all about, just having fun doing it.
And that's what I love about it, like especially this event and stuff like that, because it's new, old, it doesn't matter. Like there's so many people coming together, and it's not negative. It's a lot of love and a lot of passion for what they want to do.
You just hit the nail on the head. That's what it is, passion. But sometimes their passion can be misdirected, or they get thrown down the wrong rabbit hole. And I'm there to help them and to say, well, if you want to reach this type of quality, you need to do this.
Yeah.
If you want to reach this kind of people with money, you need to do that. You need to do this, and happen. So, and people are just like, wow, I wish someone had taken that. And I said, well, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I'm not here to gobble up. Yeah, I'd like to be, continue with my work and put out a good product. And that's the key ingredient, make a little bit of money. Not rich by any means. People are saying with my new mustache for the Gadsby thing, I'm looking like Ted Turner. I said, that's great. Well, I wish I had his account.
Yeah, me too, man.
There we go.
I'll be retired.
Man. So what else is on the agenda for tonight?
Oh no, man. Just talking about a bunch of amazing things like on Monday. But one thing I do want to ask you before we talk more about Monday, the event, could you give advice to a person if they want, if a person came to you and asked if they wanted to be an actor director, what kind of wisdom would you give them?
None, nothing, absolutely. I tell them to hit the road. No, I'm kidding. To be an actor is one way. Directing is another. Usually, I always tell people, you got to be like Tom Brady. You got to get into practice. You got to into class. When I was an actor, even though I had done a bunch of stuff, when I was 20, I went to formalized training. I've been taught by Lee Strasberg, Annie Meisner, Stella Adler, Nina Foch, and then I took formal classes at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts when I was 20, and I went to school there for a year. And then soon after, I went to classes at AFI. So I wanted to learn filmmaking. I didn't get into filmmaking until 8 years later when I decided not to act as much and just get behind the camera. I did my internship at Universal and worked my way up to a lot of producing and directing. To really keep your mind open. What I mean about Tom Brady, he didn't just go from Sunday to Sunday tossing balls. That man has been quoted as throwing the ball 2,000 times between Sunday to Sunday. So, I mean, he had to practice. He had to get his crap together in order to be a good, effective quarterback. It's the same with this. Well, I got natural talent. I had one actor who didn't want to take class from me. He wanted to take class. I said, well, it doesn't have to be me. It can be with anybody, just as long as you're exercising your acting muscles.
Yeah.
So I say, if they're just starting out, get your face out. You got to do all the things. Get a resume together. get into class. You know, I'm one of those kind of acting coaches that I do part-time, but I train actors up, and I don't. I'm a lot of acting coaches that train you up and then say, okay, good luck, you're on your own. I help out business side of show business, so that they know exactly what's to be expected of them, so that they can get respect. Because now auditions are easy to get in New York, Chicago, all over. And because of the COVID thing, people are doing, video auditions. Well, then you better know your stuff, because if you can be a great actor, but I even regular actors, I said, you better know how to work the audition process, because it's a job. Like I said, you could be a terrific actor. If you can't nail the audition process, you'll fall flat on your face.
Yeah.
So again, it goes back to courses, to learning the craft. Directing, same thing. You gotta be mentored by some people who are solidly working, like myself and others. I'm in the process. I just talked with 2 gals tonight that stood by me, so I said that'd be great. The next couple of projects we'll talk. We'll do a class, and so that you understand techniques of what it is to how to marry with the camera, and not just be all about cinematic, not be about actors, but marriage the two. And you look at the top people, Scorsese. You look at Spielberg. The artistry of how to marry the actor and director.
Yeah.
Jim understands the emotion, but he's all about the camera. I know people like Kathy Bates and Leonardo DiCaprio, I've known since he was 12, who said it was working for him on Titanic because he was all about, the camera angle. He just said, okay, you get actors, I trust your ability. And so the actors themselves, Kathy Bates, kind of lent some things to Kate Winslet and DiCaprio and Lindsay Fisher and some of the other actors. Bill Paxton lent support to a lot of the new starting actors, because he'd been around for 20, 30 years. He'd worked with, True Lies. He worked on him with Aliens, and he worked on him with the first Terminator. So, Paxton had a great knowledge of what Jim Cam was to expect. So he was there as kind of a buffer. So for both actors and directors, get into class, get in with someone who's actively working, and ask them to mentor. I did that with Sidney Pollack, Academy Award-winning director. I went by his office one day and said, Mr. Pollack, I've been a big fan of yours. Consider mentoring someone. And he looked at me and said, Ian, as he's got 2 Oscars behind Cardanza, he says, I would feel honored. I've been in this business for 30 years and no one's asked me if they would like to learn about directing. I feel honored. So he made all the arrangements for my time back in 1990 for like 2-3 years. Every time he was filming on the lot or back lot, that it would be a chair next to him for me to come and sit down and take notes. Before we phones, so I had to have paper and pen in hand.
Man,
the old phones we had back then were flip phones. Even then, it's kind of unusual.
Or the big block phones.
Yeah, it is what it is. So I mean, that would be probably my just learning, always be in class. Actors, you could, I did about an episode. I was at Milton Casellas, who was the guru of actors. And when I first started acting, Jeff Conaway, who was in Taxi, was my best friend. I was directing him and Lloyd in a play called And You Bethlehem in Pasadena. And they said, have you ever thought about taking, thought about teaching acting classes? Well, I teach at Cal State LA or Biola University, but mostly those are exam plays. I don't do anything in class. No, we teach a class. I said, I thought you could take him from Milton Casellas. He said, well, he got kind of getting a new age and stuff, and we really missed kind of the structure of what acting's all about. And we really like it. Would you consider doing that? I said, sure. If you guys take me to Milton's class, I can see what's going on. Well, one Saturday in the little strip of Beverly Hills on Little Santa Monica Boulevard, there was 50 chairs, 50 A-listers all around the room, with Robert Redford. It was in December, so everyone was off work. And here was Paul Newman and Robert Redford doing an improv exercise that's facing each other. And I thought to myself, aha, this is what it's all about. The people that are here are understanding. Good night, guys. Bye, Kirby. I'm doing a podcast. See actors, well-known actors. Look at these people. Good to see you. See you. Look at. I'm feeling perfect. Kirby wants to give me all these are famous actors and actors.
Yeah, I gotta hug you. Ian Stevens. Yeah, we go way back.
We go so far back to the nursery school. We're like 90 days. All right, brother.
I saw they started you, and it was somebody else.
No, it's me. It's me, darling.
No, it was somebody else that.
Inside.
First glance.
See, I'm so popular. People look at me.
Oh,
I must hear that.
Tell him.
I love you.
I'll see you Monday.
I'm so excited. You're bringing family too, or no?
David is, he's behind the scenes. He doesn't like the glitz and glamour. He's the producer.
Kick his ass. And he's going to be there to interview.
Can I bring my daughter, though?
Sure.
9-year-old? It's a faith-based movie.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Doesn't
because then
matter.
that'll make it easier. That
And just still go, God, I love God now. We need to get her. No, it's fine.
But
But yeah,
probably will
he's gonna.
stay for a little quick.
Or the end.
We got
Yeah.
school the next day.
He's gonna be there to interview people. He's with his website. This is Joshua.
Hi, Joa.
Hey, how's it going?
Holly.
How's it going? Nice
My
to
name
meet you.
is Holly.
Holly. So make sure
Holly
you.
Bobali. I don't want to tell you my last name. It's the Hillbillies.
So
Who knows it? Clap it.
all right. So as you can see, it's gonna be the happening place Monday night, and we're really looking forward to it. So, getting directors, it's just really key and essential that everyone sharpens iron.
Yeah.
I mean, I've known these guys a while. They've been fans of mine. I shouldn't say fans, but they say they are. I just kind of like take it in stride, I guess. I'm like I said, I'm just doing my job. If I could leave a legacy of people that remember not only what I was doing, but how I did it, and about doing it the right way. That's the key ingredients. So, like I said, if people can live by those as actors. I always tell my actors, understand where you've been, where you're at, where you're at any given moment. And then my life's motto, which is part of Cap Studio, is to take a risk and make a difference. And that's what I leave with people. And that's their key to their success. Well, be at whatever level.
Yeah.
Some people say, well, I'm really looking forward to the red carpet. Well, in order to get the red carpet, you've got to, you got to pay the piper. You got to put your dues in.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean, I've had a student of mine, Patrick Kelleher, really goes out for his first play in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Books the lead, gets great reviews from LA Times and everything. For his first audition for the TV show The Rookie, because they're looking for a replacement, he books it.
What?
I said, Patrick, I can't use you as an example. I said, because usually on an average, it takes an actor about 40 times before they even get a callback, and maybe 25 times before they even get a role or even a second callback. I said, you did that. I said, you did 1 for 1 for stage and then 1 for 1 for a TV series, and you're series regular. I hate you. I said, look, you're making some crap load of money. I said, let me put you into a financier in Beverly Hills, and he did. So he went with this guy that I worked with in years past when a lot of my doing commercials. Back in the 90s, I was doing a lot of McDonald's commercials as an actor, and I was still producing, but still acting. I still act. I'm doing a movie with the Fear Fame Productions. What's the name? Heather Fraley. It's called Love Thy Neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
And I play the neighbor that's not so lovable.
Not so lovable.
So I don't know if they're going to help me keep my mustache or be not boys or what, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's we're looking forward to it. And so I get to play. It's going to play shoot for a week in the month of November, and we're shooting local. So again, we're helping the economy here in Florida to make that happen. So anyway, that's all that's going on. So listen, Joshua, I got to scoot back in. Was there any more questions that you have for me?
Oh no. All I was gonna ask is, can you just put a plug in real quick on Monday where people could find the tickets and where they could enjoy this amazing premiere?
Okay, so for those of you who want to come, it's free of charge. Just go to capstudiosflorida.com. You see the double bars on the bottom left side. You tap that. That'll give you a table of contents. Go to where it says events. Click that, and there you go. You can order up to 6 tickets, complimentary, 1 per order, or 6 tickets per order that you can get. It's Gatsby themed, so if you got Gatsby clone, otherwise, if you don't, jacket and tie, and for women to wear a nice gown or dress or things like that. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a one time going down memory lane with Cap Studios for the last 15 years and all the projects we'd be involved in, award-winning films like Uncivil War. So we won the Cap Film Festival for the challenge. So we're going to show that in its entirety because it's only 7 minutes long.
Yeah.
And then we'll show sections of the movies we're going to be doing for the next couple of years.
That's all.
And then we're going to have the big one will be Rescued Innocence, which is my big movie, and we're going to shoot that. Hopefully I get Brad Pitt involved. One of my other movies we're going to get
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. And then the other movies I'm going to have with John Voight and Ed Harris. I can't tell too much about what the movie is, but they're open to the projects that we're going to be doing.
That's awesome.
We're ourselves with in the coming year. So that'll be fun. And people say, how do you get all these your movies? You pick up the phone and you call them. you could Google any A-lister, and A-listers are out of work. No one's working like these days. And they could be Julia Roberts or whoever. These guys aren't working. You Google up and say, who's the agent for Julia Roberts? And so long as if you know that you've got the funds to cover it and you've got someone with deep pockets and they know that they can, you sign them up, they get letter of intent, telling you on your way, and then they know that you're going to be searching out to try to get the major money for people to do it. And that's the way to do it. Just pick up the phone and call.
Yeah.
People are just too afraid. What if they say no? Well, guess what? They could say yes.
Could be Tom Cruise next time.
That's what it's all about,
That's
man.
all about.
Get out there and taking the risk, make a difference. That's what it's all about. Anyway, so get your tickets. Dress up in Gatsby. You can suit and tie or dress gown. Red carpet. Doors open at 7. The program starts at 8. It's going to go to about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And there'll be some Q&A, and there'll be some great doors we're going to be offering. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that, and enjoy Velvet Hammer and its premiere, and get kicked off. We've got a couple of film festivals approved into getting into the Saints and Sinners, the Tampa Bay Underground, which is a real big one, and of course the Fair Fame Festival, which is in November. So anyway, well, thanks for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Definitely, brother. Well, I will see you Monday night at the premiere. Can't wait.
Yeah, get there at 6 because they'll allow us to set up at 6. We can get your stuff all year taken care of.
Awesome, brother. Well, I will see you in a bit, and you go have fun and don't party too much.
I don't.
Wild animal.
Plus, even when I'm a passenger, I go, "Stuff not as think as you drunk I am. I only had tea martinis." So there you go. All right, my friend. Thanks for everything, and I will see you Monday.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon. We're gonna go on a quick break, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, everybody, it's the Animal. Thank you so much for joining me tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be going live with an amazing guest you don't want to miss, especially September 22nd. I'll be joining the red carpet at a big movie premiere. I'll be interviewing directors, actors, actresses, you name it. So you'll be with me behind the scenes at this big movie premiere that you don't want to miss, September 22nd. But also, again, join me tonight on the Animal Expedition Files. Hey, everybody, and we're back on Animal Expedition Files. Yeah, it's a little too slow for me, sorry. Need a little more rock. Speaking about rock, man, what a show last night. Sleep Token. Man, I don't know what to say, because that was a type of show that I was not expecting to be so great on a big level. And if you went to the Sleep Token show, please write in the comments there below. I would love to see what your thoughts was of the show. But there is something sorry, music's kind of acting a little weird. But it was a different show, and man, it was touching. It was moving. It was spiritual, and a lot of good feels there. But yeah, sorry. I'm still thinking about the show. I'm still kind of like on a hangover show. So yeah, it's been a little bit. So I hope everybody's having a good week. And I do want to say this. I know it's been such a crazy year. I don't know about you, but to me, it's been a very crazy year with so much going on. The world's going crazy. It's on fire. But you know what? All we got to do is love, instead of spread hate. So much hate out there. And it's so easy to just not hate. So that's why we do these shows, because we spread the love and want to get everybody out there to have fun and talk about things like Bigfoot, ghosts, UFOs. Now we're talking about Hollywood stuff, premieres, movies, horror movies. You name it, we're going to talk about it. Conspiracy theories, any kind of news you could think about. But yeah, man. I really appreciate you guys watching this show, because without you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. And I almost didn't do it a long time ago. I was thinking about doing this, and I'm just happy that I came back and did it, because I took a long break before my daughter was born, and I wasn't sure if I was going to come back to this podcasting and stuff like that, but didn't expect a lot of crazy things would happen all at once, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. I mean, I really don't pay attention to the numbers or anything like that, because all I care about is if the message gets out there. That's all I care about. Like I said, you can hear me on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Dark Realm TV, you name it, it's out there, and so much more. But I just hope you have a good week. I know it's a short show. My guest had to do some things, but I am so happy we got to get him on because it was only for a short time because he's a very busy person. Like I said, director, actor, got a lot of things going on, so many projects and things to do. So, but I will be there Monday I'll be there at 6, but the event will start at 7 p.m. Eastern time in Tampa Bay, Florida, at the Tampa Bay Movie Theater. It's a historian movie theater, so it's a very old theater. They're trying to bring it back to its original glory, and it's a very beautiful movie theater. So I'm very excited. I heard a lot of cool things that are in there and stuff that looks like outer spacey, and I'm very excited to be able to be one of the paparazzi to be able to interview these amazing actors and just to be able to hang out, connect, make new friends, and who knows, maybe become a movie star one day. So you never know, you might see me on the silver screen. So maybe one day. That's my dream, by the way. So we will see, but I hope everybody has a good week. I'm going to cut it out a little short today, about a half hour short, because I just got home this morning from Orlando from the Sleep Token concert. And then from there, I went straight to work. And I just got home not too long ago. So I'm exhausted. I'm going to pass out. I hope everybody has a good week. And, hey, Michelle, what's up? How's it going? I hope you guys have a good week and have some fun. And I will see you Saturday night. So don't miss that out. We have a great guest, another director in Hollywood. So we will see you then. Peace out. Hey, everybody, it's The Animal. Thank you so much for joining me tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be going live with an amazing guest you don't want to miss, especially September 22nd. I'll be joining the red carpet at a big movie premiere. I'll be interviewing directors, actors, actresses, you name it. So you'll be with me behind the scenes at this big movie premiere that you don't want to miss. September 22nd. But also, again, join me tonight on Animal Expedition Files.